Recording in progress.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone. My name is Emily Burgess, and I am really excited about this call tonight in particular. Stories are what got me interested in Plexus, hearing stories about my friends who are having relief with their sciatica or having relief with their migraines. But for me, the thing that I was really drawn to was hearing stories about my friends who are losing weight in a healthy and natural way by getting to the root issues of what was happening in their bodies. So that was what initially intrigued me about Plexus was the weight loss. I don't know about you guys, but I would stand in my closet every Sunday morning after having my two babies and I would just cry or I'd get very weepy inside. I would feel very insecure because my clothes did not fit like they once fit before I had children. And that made me feel sad. That made me feel a little embarrassed. That made me feel defeated. I didn't have any control over my sugar cravings the majority of my day. If I was eating, it was either quick tortilla chips, it was like a quick handful of those, or goldfish, it was eating leftover chicken nuggets, cold macaroni and cheese, or spoonfuls of peanut butter dipped into chocolate chips. And I for sure was living on pots and pots of coffee. That was what I fueled my body with. So it's no wonder I didn't feel great. It's no wonder that I had that brain fog where I was not able to form sentences. It's no wonder my clothes didn't fit. It's no wonder that I like continually had those sugar cravings because I was feeding my body crap. And so I started with the triplex, which is our pink drink, our bio cleanse, which is a magnesium based supplement, and our probiotic called ProBio 5. I started with those and I was super consistent. And for this first 6 months, I didn't lose any weight, but I started to see other changes in my body. I noticed that I had way more energy to be a very present mother with my young daughters. I noticed that I was sleeping better than I'd ever slept in my life. And I come from a very long line of insomniacs. So that was a huge gift to me and to my family that I was well rested. I noticed that I was not at all craving sugar. I remember one particular time I was working for a nonprofit ministry, and every Tuesday they would bring in snacks. And most of the time, those snacks were donuts. And I remember going into the break room, and it was like, I didn't even want them. And I felt like superwoman that I was able to turn away and not walk out with a glazed donut. My body wasn't craving those. I noticed that that bloating and that inflammation around my belly, I wasn't having that. I wasn't hanging over my pants. Like I was starting to have, like I could see my toes again. And I also noticed that sorry, I just lost track of time. I just lost track because I was thinking about the image of the Michelin Man and not being able to see my toes. It was true. It really happened. But I just felt really, really good. And so after 6 months is when I started to lose actual pounds. I am certain that I was losing inches before then, but I started to see a difference in the scale starting at about month 6 of consistency with my supplements, with drinking my water. Because a fun fact is that the general rule of thumb is that we ought to drink half of our body weight in ounces of water every day. And so many people do not do that. And so that alone was a really beautiful tip and trick for me. Um, but then I added in another product called Block, and that just helped naturally kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of helped naturally absorb 48% of my carb and my sugar intake. And that really helped with my plateau with my weight loss. And so I lost about 17 to 20 pounds in my first year. And so I want you to hear that. It's not a quick fix. It's not a weight loss fad diet pill. It doesn't come off immediately. It takes time by getting to the root issue. And so through that year of healing my body and feeling good, I also started to see some weight loss. So I want to share with you real quick the newest combo, the newest system that Plexus actually just launched this last week. I was a product tester for it. It's a 3-day nutritionally supported fast. So basically what that means is that you are helping reset your metabolism by doing this 3-day fast, but you also are not fully fasting. They are giving us 8 different products that we take every single day, that we consume, that we drink, or that we eat. And so what I noticed in those 3 days, I was not hungry. Of course, my mindset was, that was probably the hardest thing, was like wanting to kind of go and snack, wanting to go and have some of those Dots pretzels, wanting to go have a quick little bite of something that my kids were eating. That was the hardest part. But I was never hungry. I was fully satisfied. And at the end of those 3 days, I had lost a total of 4 pounds and 5 inches. And not just that, I also had a change in outlook on my eating. And I realized that I was having quite a crutch on just snacking. Like, I mindlessly would snack throughout the day. I've also noticed a huge change in my sugar cravings too. So while the supplements really helped me with my sugar cravings over the past 5.5 years, this just kind of took it to a whole new level where my body doesn't even like crave it at all. So I just wanted to share with you guys real quick what this looks like, because we are going to be doing an accountability group for this combination starting July 5th. Up until July 30th, we have free shipping, free 2-day shipping. We also have a promo code that you can use that will take an additional 10% off if you've never purchased any Plexus products before. But it's super simple. So I'm going to open this up. So this is the box that you get. You open it up and it has a really great and informative little pamphlet that shows you, oh yay, Melissa, I'm so glad you got yours today. It shows you details about what all you're taking, the features, the benefits, the ingredients, how to take them, when to take them. And then look at how dadgum cute this is. 1, 2, 3, days 1, 2, and 3. And so all you do is you just pull out your day. And it has on here instructions. Super, you guys, it's so easy. And it shows you what you need to be taking throughout the day. You open it up and it has these products all in here. We've got 8 products. I'm not going to go through all of them because we have a lot of information about it out there already. And then if you do have questions, get in touch with me, get in touch with the person who invited you here. But we have a delicious shake. This is literally one of my favorite things to eat every single morning, even before this fast. I love to do this with just a magic bullet with some ice, a little splash of milk. Sometimes I put peanut butter powder in there, or you can put cinnamon, or you can put like peppermint oil just to kind of spice it up a little bit. This is your breakfast. You've got some of our really great cornerstone products, our drinks. If you've ever heard of the pink drink, you get the pink drink. You get Active, which is like our natural energy drink. And then we've got the Hydrate, which is a really great replacement for like Gatorade because it doesn't have sugar in it, no artificial dyes. It's really clean and really good, especially for hot summer days. And then this is our newest. It's called Restore. That you get those drinks there. You also get dinner, so you get bone broth, and then you for lunch, and then you get a tomato basil soup for dinner, and it's very good. And then you also get a little protein bar. So I think total there are 60 grams of protein in what you're eating is what I have read throughout the day, which is incredible. And so every single person that I know of, and it's hundreds of us that were given this opportunity to be testers for this product launch, every single person that I know of has either lost weight or lost inches or has seen a change in their energy or their food habits. So that is something that I wanted to share with you, and piggybacking off of my goal for weight loss when I first started, that we have something brand new that is amazing. So I encourage you to get with the person who invited you here to learn a little bit more about that and participate in our July 5th 3-day challenge. We have 3 other women who are going to share their stories. I took far too long. I'm so sorry. Our goal is to be done here in 30 minutes total, but we've got some incredible stories. So I encourage you to just listen with open ears, hear their story, and think about, like, is that something that you connect with? Is that something that you relate to? Or is that something that maybe your spouse or your child or your best friend or your family member could really connect with? And then share this video recording with them after we get it launched and put into YouTube. Also, I want you to know that these 3 women are amazing to have the courage to come and do this. This is really, really scary. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting them and giving them just encouragement. I know that they really appreciate that. So first up, I have a brain fart. Who did I have? Is it Tracy? It's Kristen. Okay. All right. Kristen is our first share. Go ahead, Kristen.
Hey guys, you'll have to give me a little bit of grace tonight. I'm actually sick, which is like why I've got my soup with me. Excuse me. But I didn't want to miss the opportunity to share with you guys what really the most surprising thing about Plexus was for me, and that is the community and the support and love and the genuine people that we have, regardless of whether you're doing the products, regardless of whether you're doing the business, regardless of if you're just a part of the book study. There's so many different outlets to find your niche in, and every single one of the women that I have met and had the privilege to serve alongside has just been so uplifting and encouraging that is why I stay here. That's why I didn't want to miss the opportunity, even though I was sick. That's why I take the scary steps to say hi, and this is my story, because I appreciate it so much, and it's really changed my life and it's changed my family's life. But I'll zip back before I talk too much about that, about my experience with the products. So I actually signed up because of my husband, because we always, put others first. And my husband has a lot of GI issues. He's lactose intolerant, borderline Crohn's, takes his phone to the bathroom. um, and it was never really a diagnosed anything, but had a lot of things that Plexus has really helped even out. So now he's going to the bathroom regularly. He's not cramping. He's not having as much bloating, swelling. And we don't have to pay more money for the lactose free milk. We can just get a regular gallon, which is so fantastic. And while I'm on the lactose line, my son, who is 2.5 years old, inherited that trait from his daddy. So when I had him September 2019, right before COVID, I actually had a diet. I went dairy free for him for a year, and I'd kind of dabbled with Whole30. But had I had these products when I was breastfeeding him, where he could get off of that dairy sensitivity. I mean, every single time that I had cheese or anything with some dairy in it, he would projectile vomit. I mean, it was very intense. And that's stressful. You've got a lot going on as a postpartum mama, and you're worried about this and that, and right the cornerstone. And to have to do a 180 on your diet because your gut health is not quite where it needs to be. And fun fact about this, your babies inherit your gut flora. So if you don't have a healthy gut, they already start off a little bit behind the eight ball. And obviously, our son had gotten some of that from his daddy and gotten some of that from me. Um, but he's been taking our kids' line of the probiotics and vitamins off all the lactose and the lactose free stuff. So you can have cheese now, which is his favorite snack. Um, we can buy the regular milk. We don't have to pay all the extra stuff for all of that. So that has just been a blessing to see them, and that's the most fulfilling to me, is seeing my closest family and friends be able to enjoy stuff like that. But me personally, I started taking the products very consistently. So I was very inconsistently at first, about a year ago. And then when I got pregnant with our second, 'cause I'm 33 weeks right now, I began being consistent, taking them daily, making sure that I had all of the things because I wanted this baby to have a better first shot. And with my first pregnancy, I dealt with a lot of swelling as well. So, like halfway through at 20, 21 weeks, I was wearing compression socks. I was up on my feet all the time. And it was painful. I was worried about varicose veins. I was worried about, just that bloating and uncomfortable feeling. Um, I'm happy to say at 33 weeks, I don't have any swelling. Occasionally, like if I'm in the car for a long time, and I can see a little puffiness, but one of my favorite products is Ease, which helps to reduce that swelling and get everything back functioning the way it should in that regard. So I just take a little extra of that and I am good to go. And I'm very, very thankful for that. But so before, just a couple more things because I know I'm running out of time. Some of the things that really made me personally wanted to jump in for myself was energy levels, brain fog, like I said, the pregnancy, swelling and things like that. This was a pet peeve of mine when people came up to me, and if I couldn't think of a word to say or I couldn't put a sentence together, they would just tell me, "Oh, don't worry, it's just pregnancy brain." And that just struck a nerve with me because it shouldn't be like that. And I felt like people were blaming my unborn child on my incompetencies. And obviously, now that I'm on Plexus, I'm not word searching anymore. I'm not stuttering and saying, I think, well, what was that one word that I was gonna say? And I can't think of it right now. Um, and I knew as soon as I started telling the story, then I would get a little nervous, like I would forget all of my words. But it was bad, y'all. It was really, really bad. My first pregnancy. So I'm thankful that I can put a good sentence together for the most part when I'm well. My energy levels so much better, so much better. I have a toddler, like I said, 2.5 years old, and I remember when he was about 1.5, running around the backyard, I could barely keep up with him. I'm a physical therapist by trade. I tried to get in the gym and stay healthy and stay active as much as I can. I'm 30 years old, that shouldn't be a problem theoretically, but it was. And that was before I was pregnant with my second. So I didn't really have any excuses other than I'm still, postpartum, a year and a half. But that wasn't the issue. The issue was that my system wasn't working efficiently and working for itself. It was working against itself. And so that has been a huge, huge blessing. And I know that he appreciates it too. One more random fun fact. I also have a history of hereditary glaucoma, and my physician, my ophthalmologist, has been monitoring my eye pressure values for 3 years now. And the first 2 years, they were a little elevated. They were still within a normal range, but he was watching them. If they crossed over that border, then he was going to put me on medications. And this past visit, once I got really consistent with my products, that level actually went down. My eye pressure did. And he was shocked and he was really excited. And he said, "Okay, well, we don't need any medication right now. We'll keep monitoring, but, just keep doing what you're doing and we'll see how it goes from there." But that is not a blood pressure thing. That is a cerebrospinal fluid thing. It's a very systemic, I just know that my body is operating a whole lot better. So I'm thankful for that. Thank you for letting me take a little bit extra time. I'm so sorry next to you guys. And thank you for being here tonight, for taking the time to invest in yourself and to just learn some more information. We're here for you, every single one of us. So.
Thank you so much. I think, Tracy, you're next, right?
Figure this out. How come my box isn't lighting up?
It is here. We see it. Yeah, you're good. Oh, now you're muted though. So just unmute yourself and then you should be good.
There? Better? Am I there? Good job. Well, thank you, Kristen, for touching a lot of the bases that I would have said about the community and everything. Now I don't have to waste all, whole minute and a half of my conversation. I don't go fast. My experience started off a little less for everyone else and more just about me because I'm selfish that way. Last November, I was having my hot flashes kicked in because of course I'm not having pregnancy fog brain. I'm having more Alzheimer brain now, but hot flashes kicked in. They like turned on like a light switch, 8 or 9 a day, just laying out in a snowbank all day at work. That's all I had to do. And I threw out a help me post on Facebook, and Dina Merrick, my friend, she private messaged me along with about 30 other people with all their little remedies that they could possibly come up with. And she said, you should try this. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I should, but I'll think about it, kind of blew it off. because I'm kind of a little bit of a network marketing snob, I guess. Kind of funny how it plays out, isn't it? But I tried a few different things over the counter, under the counter, whatever. And finally one day I just said, you know what? Okay, Dina, let me have it. What do I need? And of course I did the whole, don't put me on a subscription. I ain't having none of that. And yep, nope. And I think I even went and did the whole, I got to be able to find this cheaper somewhere else thing. And I went on Amazon and I went on eBay and I kind of black marketed it because, you know, this is ridiculous. I can't pay this. Well, after about 2 months of hemming and hawing and losing all my perks, I came back, and I suppose I was on it for about 3 months. And one day I just kind of was like, wait a minute, I don't think I've like had to sit in a snowbank for a couple of days. I don't know what this is all about. So I I messaged Dina and Lacey and I'm like, I haven't had a hot flash for a while. Oh, really? That's great. That's great. And I'm like, but wait, don't get excited. I'm not excited about this yet because I need more. I need more. There's got to be more than this. This could just be a fluke. So the other thing is I've had high cholesterol since I was 20. I've ran half marathons. I've exercised. I've dieted. Finally, you know what? You need to be on meds. So I've been on a statin for about 10 or 12 years, and it never has ever gotten my numbers below 220 ever. And so after about my 5th month on Plexus, I went in for my blood work and it dropped to 175 for the first time ever. And that was when I said, you know what, I guess maybe I should just look into this a little bit more. And you know, since then it's been the less bloating, the more energy, I'm feeling good. I don't have any more adult acne that pops out everywhere. And about a month ago, I went in. Nope, it was less than that. I went in for something, I don't even know, dentist appointment or something, and they checked my blood pressure, and that had gone down because it always ran really low. It was like a 110/70, and over the last 5 or 6 years, it started just creeping up, 135, 140. Well, it went back down to 120. So yeah, there's that. And Dina was like, you know, you're having such good stories. You really need to just put out a post. So I did a shout out post in February, and I had 11 people signed in March and 22 in April. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Somebody help me. And they've been so good. They've helped me through it all. And I feel truly that when you need something, God will open a door for you. And I didn't even really know I needed my gut cleaned out. I didn't know I needed a social network business on the side of my salon in town, which, you know, why not? Why not have 2 businesses? It's all good, right? But the financial addition that I've had in the last 4 months, I just can't even, who would have known? I don't know. And hopefully I can keep it up. I have no idea. I kind of self-doubt myself every other day. So you guys need to keep giving me a little kick in the butt so I can keep up the momentum. I might be running out of friends. I'm not sure. But other than that, I think I'll let that end at that. And thank you for everybody's support and answering my repetitive questions and all that fun stuff.
So beautiful. There's no way you're losing friends if you're out to help them, especially when you are a former skeptic. So you get that, you understand that, but it's something that's helped you in so many areas of your health that if you didn't share, and if I had those issues, I'd be ticked. Like, why wouldn't you share that with me? Like, I want to know. I don't want to be on medication the rest of my life. So I think that you're doing an amazing job. Thank you, Tracy, for sharing. And Angela, we'll have you share your story too. Thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited for Kristen and Tracy. You've had such amazing things happen, and it's exciting. And I was thinking about this today because this month is my 1-year anniversary with Plexus. And the change has just been the most tremendous change. It's unbelievable. When my friend showed me the list of all the gut health things, and I was kind of skeptical about it, and she was like, which one of these would you want to work on? And I was like, well, I have all of those. I have every single one of them. And we just laughed about it. But it was so true. I had the fatigue. I would wake up every morning and just think, oh, just get me to the bed tonight. Like, I can't even do this day. And that was every single day. I had two young boys and I was trying to keep up with them. And I was so tired, I would fall asleep, like sitting up playing with them. I would limp. And my mom was like, why are you limping? I said, I don't know. My hip hurts. I mean, I was like 40. I don't know. And she would be like, Angela, you need help. And it was all inflammation, everything that was going on. It was just my body just couldn't handle it. I had the gluten and the dairy sensitivities, the IBS, the PCOS, the hormone issues, all the things that were on that list. And it was just all inflammation related. I even had this weird skin issue called granuloma annulare, where all these rings appear on your body like the Olympic rings all over. It was horrifying. It was terrible. I had that for like 5 years. It just mysteriously came. And finally, my doctor sent me to a rheumatologist, and my ANA count was up, and they were like, well, honey, we don't know what you have, but in about 6 months, you're going to be really sick with something. And it's like, what? Like, that's a horrible thing to be told. So my story just goes through inflammation is just the root of everything. And Plexus really came to the root of that and just helped with triplex is where I started. And so when I started doing the Slim and the BioCleanse and the ProBio 5, it just weeded out all of the things that were causing all of that root inflammatory issue. And I was amazed. At day 3, I woke up, and it was the first time I had woken up in literally like 10 years where my mind was clear. I had such bad brain fog, like to the point that I would forget where I was driving to 2 or 3 times in the same trip. And we live in a small area, like everything is a mile or 2 away. Like there's nowhere to go that's really far. So it was just so bad. And that third day I woke up and my mind was clear. And I remember texting my friend and saying, you aren't going to believe it. Like, my mind is clear. I can think again. And it just went up from there. Truly, it was just amazing. So I'm just so excited for all of you with the potential that you have. Just take hold of it and don't sit around for 6 months like I did saying, oh, maybe it'll work. I don't know. And I just sat on Trust Your Gut and like read other people's stories. I wish so much that I had started sooner. It is so worth starting sooner. So I'm excited for all the potential that you have. And just to run through all the things, I did the triplex first, and that was the thing that made the most difference, just cutting all those symptoms away. No more fatigue, no more brain fog. Hormone issues, PCOS gone, IBS gone. I just ate a pepperoni pizza for dinner, and it was so good. It was so good. Being able to eat Thanksgiving last year and not have to think about all the things I couldn't eat. I was forever just standing there going, oh, I could have some lettuce, or, oh, I could, I didn't have to do that this year. I ate the pies, I ate all the things. And that is so freeing. And especially for children like my kids, also being dairy free. My oldest has been able to um, eat dairy now. And being able to go to school and have the ice cream parties. I mean, just for a kid, that is such a big deal. And it's such a gift to be able to give the kids a healthy gut. It really is. So let's see. I also take Vital Biome. I started that one a little ways into it, and that is a specific probiotic that helps with serotonin levels. So anxiety, I was having a lot of anxiety that cropped up. And so anxiety issues, it keeps me so much more even throughout the day. I'm able to stay calm, again, think more clearly. So I love Vital Biome. And then just for here and there when I need it, I take Ease. Again, Ease is great for inflammation. I do Active when I need a little boost. And then the lean protein. I use that with my kids a lot too, just to give them a little boost of health. It has 23 vitamins in it and a lot of protein. So that helps them a lot too. So that's my story. I'm just excited for everyone and the potential that you have. Take hold of it and enjoy it.
So beautiful. Angela, thank you. Whenever I was asking them the other day, like, kind of give me a background of where you were before Plexus and kind of what Plexus has helped you with. Angela just had a whole laundry list of things. And I said, has Plexus helped you with all those things? And she said, oh yeah, girl, I am a lifer. And that just fills your heart with such fulfillment, knowing that it's not only helping people with, like what Kristen was saying, with community, or Tracy not having to go sit in a snowbank with hot flashes, or Angela being able to be a part of her Thanksgiving meal with her family. Like, it helps with so many areas because, like we continually are saying, It's getting to the root issue of where so many of these ailments are connected and where they're started. And so, again, whether you are dealing with anxiety and depression, or you want to focus on your weight, or you want to focus on inflammation, aches, pains, community, any of those things, reach out to the person who invited you, and we certainly can help you by giving you some suggestions, because the products are all incredible. They are top notch. Many of them have clinical studies, very clean, nothing artificial. Oh, here's my sweet little one. And it's helped her so much in so many areas of her health too. She's 9. Oh, do you want to say something? Do you want to say hi?
I like the pink drink.
She likes the pink drink, people. She likes the pink drink. Anyways, reach out to the person who invited you here if you have any questions, or to me. Get a part of this reset. That's what it's called. It's the Reset Challenge. It's starting July 5th. We have that special that goes until the 30th of this month. So let us know how we can help you with that. Oh, I love that, Kylie. Your boys call it superhero drink. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your night to come and hear these stories. Tracy, Kristen, and Angela, thank you for working up the courage to come and share your story. You've blessed so many of us. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Mommy.